Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is OmniBadu and I am back with another one. Yay! Keep in mind that these are general collective readings and I don't read for any one specific sign on this channel. If this is your story, your business, if this resonates, be honest with yourself. Plug yourself into the reading where you deserve to be. Smack it up, flip it, rub it down, hit the reverse on it. Do whatever you have to do, but don't force it. Only take what resonates with you, your life, your story, and leave the rest behind. If this is your story, your business, if this resonates, give it a thumbs up, like it if you like it, and subscribe if you likes my vibe. Welcome, hey, if you're new, and welcome back if you have been here before. Hey, you guys, how was your break? Well, those of you who had a break, me and the kids were chilling, okay? I don't know, some cold winter weather is trying to blow into Texas. Ugh, I hate when it get cold down here because it's not supposed to be doing that. Damn. Okay, we'll take this one, but I ain't taking all of these because what? Crazy. Okay, I forgive, but I never forget. Star Healer Worldwide. Oh. Okay, so someone may be wanting you to forget what they did to you at some point in the past. Whatever went down between you and whoever this is, it could be a friend, a family member, a lover, but something, I feel like something big went down. Something bad happened. And I don't know if you have like cut this person completely off. Some of you may have, where you were like, no, fuck this, like I'm good, I'm done, I don't trust you anymore. It could be something like that where you lost trust in this person, or obviously if you lose trust in a person, typically you lose trust in the entire situation, right? You're like, I don't even want to be your friend anymore, or I don't even want to be with you anymore, or you're not even, I don't even consider you a sister or a brother or whatever anymore, right? Like, fuck you, dad, or whatever, right? Whoever this was. So I feel like you're somebody with a compassionate, empathetic heart, personality. So I do feel like you've forgiven this person. Maybe this went on years ago and you forgave them years ago, but just because you forgive someone doesn't mean that you're just gonna sweep all the shit they did under the rug. Even if you start talking to them again, even if you're, you go to lunch with them every now and then, or you hung out with them over the holidays or whatever, right? That doesn't mean we're back best friends. That doesn't mean that I want to be with you anymore or whatever it is, right? So I feel like you've forgiven, but you haven't forgotten. And because you haven't forgotten, you're acting accordingly. You're acting like this person is a weirdo and a snake, right? So you feed them with a long-handled spoon, and I feel like they don't like that. I feel like whoever this is, they want you to treat them how you used to treat them back in the day or some shit like that, right? So yeah, you've forgiven, and they feel like you haven't. They want you to forgive them because they feel you haven't forgiven them because of the way you're moving now. You're moving different, and this person doesn't like that. I feel a little suspicious with the Star Healer Worldwide coming out after that, because for me, it kind of feels like maybe you're doing something on the internet. You could be a YouTuber, you could be on TikTok, you could be local, maybe it's something that you're doing locally. You have some sort of a Reiki healing shop or a psychic reader, shop or something like that. So you could be doing readings on YouTube or something, but you could also be doing something around the community where you heal others. You could be in the working at like as a nurse or a doctor or something, right? A CNA, a LPN, something like that. They giving me something, but I'm not picking it up. It's EMS. I think that's the people that work in the ambulance, something like that, or firefighter, something. Don't know. Doesn't matter. We're not going to get all into that, right? But in some sort of way, what I feel is that you make a decent income doing whatever this is. If it's like you're working in the medical field or as a firefighter or EMS or a doctor or whatever, right? Then of course people already know or knew. Maybe you just finished school, maybe you just got a new position and you're making like a ton of money, or you're doing something online and people didn't believe in you, or they kind of gaffed you off, blew you off, whatever, she says she's doing this, she's doing this now supposedly, I guess, and stuff like that. And then it takes off and you're making money now. Maybe people didn't expect you to get monetized, but more realistically, 90% of the world doesn't really understand how creating content works. They know that you set your phone up and record some stuff and post it online, but that's about as much as they know, right? You don't really start to understand the breakdown and RPMs and analytics, and you don't really start to understand numbers and when is the best time to post and how often should you post and how should you do this, and you don't really start to understand those things till you start doing it, right? So yeah, somebody may have slept on you or your ideas or your school or your training or whatever, not thinking anything would come of it. Only something great came of it, right? You're making a ton of money. You could even be doing comedy. You could be doing something funny, where you're healing people through laughter. But regardless, whatever you're doing, it's popping, right? You're getting some buzz. You're starting to become a little bit of a household name, And the person who wants you to forget because you've already forgiven, you may have even expressed to this person, look, I don't have no beef with you. Look, I'm not mad at you about whatever went down in the past. Look, I'm not holding any grudges against you. It is what it is. It's okay. We're good. No, don't worry about it. We don't need, we don't even need to know. Like, we don't even need to do all that, right? But again, because you're not moving how you used to move, they feel, so I almost feel like this person is either kissing your ass or they're about to start kissing your ass because they want you to go back to treating them how you used to treat them. And I don't see you with release. I feel like you've released the hold that this person had on you, right? You may have really, really loved this person, whether they're a friend, a family member, or a lover. You may have really, really loved and cared for this person at a period of time in the past before you found out that they were deceiving you, stabbing you in your back, betraying you, talking about you behind your back, cheating on you, orchestrating, meetups and hangouts without you, or, whatever, right? Friend groups get weird. Family groups get weird. Love situations get weird, right? Shit get weird. It just is what it is. So yeah, you released all of it, right? You're like, you're talking about me, or you're cheating, or you're always trying to gang up against me with other people. Whatever it is, you're like, no, I'm good. Like, no, thanks. I don't want to keep going down this route. I don't want to keep going down this path. I don't want to keep dealing with the same things over and over. I feel like you went through a period where you tried to get to a place of peace or happiness or positivity or higher vibrations with this situation in particular, and it just continued to go downhill, right? As long as you were in it, as long as you were pouring into it, as long as you were trying to work on it, as long as whatever it wasn't getting any better. It was getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse, right? Which I feel was making you feel worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. You may have been feeling tired, sleepy, depressed, like you were lagging, like you couldn't get out of bed, like, just not feeling like yourself, feeling very unmotivated. And I feel like a lot of it was due to how much energy and effort and time you were having to put into this situation, into trying to fix the situation, into trying to understand the situation. It was just like the situation got so big. It got way bigger than it should have. It started to consume your energy and your life force, right? You could not focus on anything else. You could not do anything else. You couldn't talk about anything else. Nothing was working out the way that you would imagine things were going to work out in your life. And I feel like that was a big, huge part of why you shelved the situation. I also feel like with the star healer energy, you started to pour into something else. You started to divert your attention, your energy, and your efforts into something else that was going to be more suitable for you, your lifestyle, your energy, your personality, things that were going to bring you up, right? This is not for me. This is not working. This is not putting me in a healthy mindset or in a healthy space. This is not it. So you divert your attention, you put it here, your vibrations start to go up, your thought process really has started to go up, right? No more negative thinking, no more, oh my gosh, no more, woe, it's me, no more victim mentality, no more, oh my gosh, everybody hates me, no more, oh my gosh, I hate everybody. Like all that weird energy that you were in and feeling all stemmed from whatever negativity was going on in your life. And it could have been multiple things going on at the same time to where you just got overloaded, overstimulated, overwhelmed, and was like, oh, you know what? No, this is it. I'm never doing this again. I'm never talking about this again. I'm never this. I'm never, no, right? Like, no, please, no. And then you got out of there. And that's exactly what Spirit was waiting on you to do. They were like, damn, is she going to let this nigga go, or this situation, or right? It's like, damn, your life will change. Greatness is right around the corner. Your bag is right around the corner. Peace is right around the corner. Success right there. Hit the just spin the block a little bit. It's right there around the corner. You just gotta take them steps. You gotta move your feet, right? Get ready to lose this seat. It ain't worth having anyway, right? So you did what you were supposed to do. You got to the direction you were supposed to get to. You've released it. You've let it go. You've moved on mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, right? But yeah, whoever this is, they haven't let it go. They haven't moved the fuck on, right? They're still in it, very much in it to win it, okay? We have, see, somebody hating. Someone's hating. We have, oh, yes. You see what I'm saying? Success. The success has found you, but the success was always there, right? Again, it was right around the corner. The success was calling you like, hello, collective, please come around the corner, please. Right? Like, we're here. We want you. We have so much waiting for you around the corner. Come on. Move your feet, right? So you get around there, you focusing on yourself, you're putting yourself first, you're pouring into yourself, you're doing your thing, whatever your thing is, and now you have this success beyond belief. Why is it beyond belief? Because this person or these people who you have very much forgiven, right? Forgiveness is for us, not for them. Sounds like BS when you're all mad and angry and in your feelings and all in the thick of things. But when you get out of it, you're like, oh, wow, I feel light and airy. I feel like I could jump off this cliff and I'll fly, like I'm afloat, I'm not going to fall crashing down. That's kind of the spirit that the universe, really the divine, wanted you in, right? And so I'm not really understanding. I don't really see, this person does not really fit into your life or into this scenario. It's almost like they're trying to force their way in, which we know, right? They want you to forget what they did. Because again, they feel like, oh, you haven't truly forgiven me, or you'd be treating me exactly the way you were before. You talk to me the exact same way. You'd let me get away with the exact same things. You treat me if this was a lover and you had them on a pedestal and they did no wrong and they could get away with murder and they could lie and they could cheat and they could scheme and they could scam and they could say any old crazy wild thing out their mouth and you're going to believe it because that's my man. Why would he lie to me? He said he loved me, so he must love me. And if he loved me, then that means every single thing that come out of his mouth is true, because that's how love works. And if he was going to lie to me, then he wouldn't tell me he'd love me, because then that'd be manipulation. And why would he do that? Why would somebody who loved me manipulate me, right? And it's just like, are you stupid? Are you dumb? Or are you slow? Which one is it? Of course he's going to tell you what you want to hear to keep you around, right? But that don't mean that you're getting the truth. I can't stand people who blindly trust and believe just any old thing that any and everybody say. Well, why would they lie? Why wouldn't they lie? That's the real question. Why would they lie? I don't know, but they're lying. Why wouldn't they lie? Answer that. Tell me a real logical reason as to why a person wouldn't lie. Because they say they love you? Okay. You tell people you love them that you lie to, don't you? Okay. All right. So they're preying on your downfall, right? Sending dark negative energy your way. This person, whoever this is, if it was a lover that you had on a pedestal and you were treating them all like they were just the bee's knees and like they were Honest Abe and, like they were just the best thing and you're not treating them like that anymore. They're like, damn, how can I lie to this person and manipulate this person so I can steal from this person? They done took me off my pedestal. They trying to act like they put themselves on their own pedestal and took me off of it, and that's where I belong. So I feel this kissing your ass type energy because this person wants to be put back on this pedestal. They want to be treated like a good spouse, a good lover, a good mate, a good partner, right? They want you to believe that they're all those things. Are they? No. Were they in the past? No. Will they be in the future? No. But you accepted them for how and who they are. If they don't work and keep jobs and they ain't shit and y'all was bumming and slumming and homeless the whole time, that was okay for you for a period. So why the fuck is it not okay for you now? Who do you think you are that you can go and elevate and desire more and want more and start to feel like, let me go get the love and the type of man or woman and the treatment that I deserve? They're like, why the fuck do you deserve more than what I gave you, which was next to nothing, all of a sudden? Next to nothing was good enough for you for all them years. Now all of a sudden you need more, right? They want you to go back to a mindset that you've already elevated from, that you've already transitioned out of, that you've already leveled up and moved on from, right? They want you back there because how else they aren't changing. They're not going to change. They're not capable. They're not willing. They don't want to. So what they don't want is for you to change either though. They're like, I haven't changed. I'm not going to change. I'm still an abusive fuck. I'm still a turd. I'm still a liar, a snake, a manipulator. I'm still fake. I still lead with charm, although I actually have none. I'm an evil, empty, soulless demon. I still do all the things I've been doing. Why aren't you doing the same things, right? So this could also be a friend or a family member. It would be the same thing. This would be your bestest buddy. Or if you have a sister, this was you when you may have even thought, I was going to say you wanted, but you may have actually thought for a period that you and your sister were best friends or you and your brother were best friends. We're always going to be together. Right? We have so much fun. But the whole time this person hated your guts. They were jealous. They were hating. They were always possibly wishing on your downfall, but probably always talking about you behind your back, making things up, lying on you, blaming you for shit you didn't do, bringing your name into things that your name should not be involved in, just horrible person doing horrible things. And again, you've removed yourself. I've known you since elementary, middle school, high school, college. I've known you since my first early days in the military, whatever, right? Since we first got out the police force, school, academy, whatever, right? I've been knowing you all this time, but my eyes are open now. I see you more clearly than I've ever seen you before. You are not my motherfucking friend. You do not have my back. You do not have my best interest at heart. You're a snake, right? So again, I don't hate you. I don't have room for hate in my heart. It's expensive. It takes up a lot of space, takes up a lot of time. I can't hate anybody. Takes too much care, right? I can't think about you every day because you have to think about someone every single day to feel like you hate them, because you have to remind yourself every time you wake up, oh yeah, and before I go on and start my day, before I go brush my teeth, I hate that bitch, and it's just like, okay, like, all right, she don't know that you feel this way, nor does whoever it is give a shit. They're not thinking about you, but here you are festering and stewing in hatred for no reason, thinking you bothering somebody. The only person bothered in the equation is the person who's sitting around waking up every day reminding themselves that they hate so-and-so all day. Somebody bring them up, I hate her. Somebody else bring, oh, yeah, I tell you about how I hate this one. You know, and it's just like, ew, nasty energy, right? So whoever this is that you once thought was your BFF or, you know, your person, you know, the person, your soulmate or whatever, they never felt that way about you, ever. Okay, but it was never reciprocated. It was very unrequited, very one-sided, very much how you felt in the situation, not how y'all felt. Yeah, but now that you've switched it up and you're like, yeah, fuck him. I don't, you know, oh yeah, I seen him, you know, oh gosh, 9 months ago, I don't know. Now they're like, you know, what's going on? They're hating, they're jealous. They want your life. Even if this is a lover, they wish that they had your life. They wish they had your talent. They wish they had your career. They wish they could do what you're doing, but all for the sake of making what you make. For some of y'all, this person may even be out trying to do what you do in the hopes of gaining some of the success that you yourself have already found. So, I don't know, you know. It's weird. It's weird, odd, strange energy. Makes me feel uncomfortable because we have peace, happy, love, self-love, finding true peace while being alone. Pretty smile, pretty teeth, pretty feet, and sex can fix anything for a karmic, right? So yeah, for a lot of y'all, I guess I should say this is probably a lover. I don't think unless you just humping on one of your friends, I don't know. But yeah, for most of you guys, this is going to be an ex-lover, but this could also resonate in multiple different people's energies. If you've cut off a lot of people, if you've moved away from a lot of people energetically, mentally, and physically, again, you may talk to them on the phone every blue moon. You may go out and see them every blue moon. You know, whatever the case may be. They may stop by your house every now and then or whatever, but it's not how it used to be. And I feel like as far as you're concerned, it'll never be what it used to be because the trust is gone, right? And so you can't open up to this person anymore. You can't be vulnerable with this person anymore. You can't, you know, share your secrets with this person anymore if that's ever something that you felt comfortable doing. You know, if this was your partner, I'm sure you did. If this was a friend or a family member, again, I'm sure you did open up to them or tell them secrets or, you know, things that you wouldn't want, you know, necessarily the entire world to know. But I feel like, you know, you've put them in a certain box. You know, you've put them in a special little category all for themselves. And that's where they're going to remain. And so this could be someone who's trying to have a lot of sex with you. Maybe you guys haven't crossed this line with this person in months or years, a year and a half, you know, 6, 8, 9 months, something like that. But some of y'all may have got y'all something from this person. They're karmic, they're low vibrational, they're not your person, but they're familiar. You know, you might have been like, whatever, you know, yeah, sure. Y'all might have smashed one time, but you didn't. There was no emotion. There was no emotional investment, attachment. There wasn't going to be oh, I think I love this person now again. Or, oh my gosh, you know, my heart is fluttering. Or, oh, I'm still thinking about them even though they left an hour ago. No. I feel like if you did smash with an ex, it was just smashing with an ex. It was a familiar face and body. You know, it was, let me get my rocks off real quick. Let me get mines real quick. You know, you might not even let this person finish. You might have hopped off that thing still sloppy. Like, you know what? Ooh, thanks. That was awesome. Fist bump. Yeah, let me get out of here. Or you get out of here. As a matter of fact, wherever y'all were, right? And this person might have been looking stupido. Just, wow, what's happening? You've never pulled a move like this. Well, you know, I'm a different person. I don't know what you want me to say. I didn't even know I was going to start moving like this, but here we are, right? You know, so yeah, definitely somebody hating, definitely someone, you know, fantasizing about living the life that you are creating or have created for yourself. Somebody fantasizing about, you know, people getting some sort of accolades and being put on some sort of pedestal by others with that worldwide energy, right? Again, I think I was saying earlier, like you may be becoming a household name And this person, there could be one person or multiple people watching you grow or watching your shit take off and feeling some type of way. Like, I can do that too. Like, of course you can, stupid. Whoever said you couldn't? You know what I'm saying? Do it, bitch. But they can't. Okay, they can do it, but they can't do it like you. Never could, never will be able to. It's not how this works, right? So yeah, definitely praying on your downfall. Definitely sending negative energy your way. I feel like there's just jealousy and hate with the pretty smile, pretty teeth, pretty feet energy. It's like you're successful, you're beautiful, you're admired worldwide, right? Which really is giving me World Wide Web, or that you're doing something on the internet and people just fucks with you. People may compliment you all the time, like you're so pretty, or you're so gorgeous, or you're so sexy, beautiful, blah blah, yeah. You're at peace, you're happy, you're loving on yourself, you're pouring into yourself. You have released this person and this situation. I feel like it's awkward. This energy feels awkward to me because it's like you're in one mindset, you're in one energy, you're living this life, you're completely unattached to this past energy, whoever this is. You don't think about them. You don't, when you wake up, you don't think about them. When you go about your day, you don't think about them. When you get dressed, you don't think about them. When you decide how you're going to do your hair, they don't cross your mind, right? Like, you do not think about this person at all, right? Or these people. If it's more than one person, you've let it go. When you truly let something go, there is not anything in the world that if somebody brought it up and stared you in your face and was like, remember when your baby daddy was whooping your ass? The pause was for a reaction. But I feel like in that moment of silence, you'd be giving like the most awkward stare, like, maybe looking side to side or looking up in the air, kind of looking around the room like, yeah, right? Because what more can you say? Like, do you remember it? Sure, yeah, I remember it. But then there's no follow-up because they were really expecting you to crash out, but you didn't crash out because you don't give a fuck. You released it. It doesn't bother you. You don't think about it. It doesn't hurt your feelings, right? Example. So this gives me that type of vibe, right? Where it's like they may talk about you whether you're there or you're not. Or they may be fawning over you when they see you. You're so pretty. You're gorgeous. Look how beautiful you are. Look at your baby face. Oh, look at your hair. You've always had the most prettiest hair. Oh, look at you. And look at your cute little shoes. You've always had such a cute little feet. And you're just like, okay. You know what I mean, right? Like, okay, this is weird. Personally, I hate that shit. I hate when I pull up on people that I've known all my life and they're like, oh my God, you're so gorgeous. Bitch, please, you've told me this 97,000 times. I don't need to hear it again. It's uncomfortable. It's awkward. It makes me feel weird. Because why do you need to tell me that every fucking time we fucking see each other? The fuck? It's weird. It's like, what is really on your mind, ho? Right? Like... Then now I gotta be fake. Oh yeah, you look good too, or you're beautiful too. Like, but I don't think or feel that. That's not crossing my mind. You're not my man. You're my friend, or my sister, or whoever. Right? Why would I be looking at you and thinking, "Damn, she's beautiful"? I wouldn't, and I don't. You know what I'm saying? So. But maybe I'm the weird one. I just find it strange and I don't need that much validation, right? Like, I think I look good. I don't know if that's fucked up. I don't give a fuck if it is or not. I think it's odd that you have to pretend to not know what you fucking look like to make the masses feel comfortable. Why the fuck does me thinking I look good make you feel uncomfortable, bitch? Because you don't think shit about yourself. That's your problem, not mine. Why do I gotta care? Why I gotta pretend like I'm humble? Not, right? You know what I'm saying? I may not be boastful all day, every day, running around, but I'm not stupid or dumb or blind. I know what the fuck I look like, right? So this almost feels like that type of energy to where it's like You're happy, you're at peace, you're feeling gorgeous, you're feeling beautiful, you're feeling stunning, you're feeling sexy or whatever. And you have this person wanting to kiss your ass or whatever, and they're all in your shit, you know, all in there. They can tell you what color your booty hairs are, right? Because they're like, oh, you know, let me compliment and let me shower with gifts and let me this and let me that. And it could be weird and awkward. And I really feel like if this is a love interest, if this is resonating with an ex, that this person is coming on, really, really strong. I'm sorry, I got the hiccups. Give me a second. This person could be coming on really, really strong and laying it on really, really thick. Even if you guys have done it, you know, and you were like, all right, cool, thanks. You know, they're like upset about it, like right while I'm saying that. The kissing of your ass isn't getting this person where they want it to get them. Even if this is like a family member, whoever this is, they're not getting anywhere with the being extra and the dramatics and all that type of stuff. We have toxic, looking you up, which like goes right along with what I'm saying. Somebody's stalking or watching you with the preying on your downfall and the success and the star worldwide. Somebody is watching you on the internet do what you do, and they're watching it with envy. They're watching it with the evil eye. They're watching it and hoping that it comes crashing down, or that you lose it, or that, you know, it burns, or because they see it gaining numbers or growing, or the success, they see the success, or they even feel like they know the success is coming. It may not have even happened yet, right? You may not have crossed that next threshold, but this person is like, oh, I see the numbers going up. The next thing to happen has to be that they're going to cross the next threshold, and they're fucking angry and mad about it. And looking you up, they stalk you, right? This is not someone seeing you do something on the internet one time and maybe they go back a month or two later like, oh, she's still doing that. No. Hell no. Okay? This is somebody who's watching you if you are a daily poster, they're watching you every day. If you once a week, they watching. If you every other day, they watching. If you 4 times a day, they watching. You know, everything you post, everything you do, they're watching it. They're watching your numbers. They're like comparing your numbers to your likes. Okay, so she got about 10% likes on this video, but she only got 3% on the last one. I knew it. I knew she wasn't shit. But that's not really how they feel. On the inside, they're seething. On the inside, they're pressed. They're reading all your fucking comments. Oh my God, somebody say she's the truth every single day. Somebody confirm that she did that every time. You know, it's pissing them off. It's making them mad. They can't. And this is toxic. Because bitch, find something else to do. Find something else to focus on. Find something else to watch. Find somebody else to stalk. Find somebody else to be mad at and hate on. You know, it's just like, what are you doing with yourself and with your life? Please explain it to me. I need to know. I need to understand. I don't get it. Watching shit go down, enjoying the gossip. This person could be behind the scenes as we speak, starting shit. So-and-so said such and such about you. Probably couldn't wait to actually see you or deal with you or speak to you so that they could start lying on you again. Oh, I haven't seen this person in 2 years. I've been having to regurgitate the same stories over and over, but now I have new material. Now I can create new lies. Now I can start new drama. Who the fuck are you starting drama with? Some gossiping ass pussy? Some hens? Some mouthpieces, bitch? Are we kidding? Is it serious? It is. It's dead serious. But whatever is going down, whatever they're watching, is a bunch of pussies in the background talking a bunch of shit that ain't finna do shit. Ain't finna bust a grape in Welch's backyard. Sure won't. But they talking like they will. And I'ma run up on this person, and I'ma beat, and I'ma do, and I'ma whoop whoop. Because this person is behind the scenes. Yes, they want to kiss your ass. Yes, you're trying to get in good with you. Yes, they want a piece of your success. Yes, they want to slice. They want to taste it. They want to spin that. But at the same time, they are behind the back. If this is your lover, they're going to their friend group talking down on you. And this bitch said, and then she did, and she ain't even get a motherfucker out of jail. You know, just talking shit, cash shit, big shit, mad shit, okay? But in your face, smiling, dancing, frolicking around, buying you shit. You want some takeout? You want some DoorDash? Soon as you leave, oh my God, that bitch was over here again. Ugh. I gotta go get my kids tomorrow. I can't stand this hoe. I gotta go look at this bitch. Again, you're somewhere not knowing, not giving a fuck, unbothered. Wouldn't give a damn if you heard what they had to say. Knowing you would never hear it because these are pussies and bitches. It's just a lot. It's just weird and it's odd and crazy because there's a lot of work for nothing. Nothing is happening. Ain't nobody said shit to you. No calls to you. No text to you. Nobody reaching out to you. Nothing's happening, right? This person's kicking up all this gossip and drama in the background. And the only person it's affecting is the people in the background. They get mad. She said what? But you're not finna do anything. So she said what for what? Yeah, I said it. What you gonna do about it? Y'all hear that cricket? Right, because ain't shit finna happen, right? You know what I'm saying? So it's foolish. The lover, if it's their friends ain't finna say shit to you. They ain't finna do shit to you. They finna sit up in this person's face and gas them up and talk down on you. Yeah, fuck her. Yeah, fuck that bitch. Yeah, you should not ever talk to her again. Yeah, I don't even know why you should, why you even still talking to her ugly ass? Yeah, you stupid ass. Little do they know, as soon as they leave, whoever they was over there trying to gossip about you two is talking about them. Stupid motherfucker still talking to so-and-so, even though they just did such and such to them. Why the fuck is this bitch still talking to her? He's still running over there after his baby mama, and she fucking with all kind of other dudes. That's what he keeps saying, but he still keep talking to her, running up over there. You see what I'm saying? So they trying to watch shit go down, but they're actually the main source of all of the conversation. Don't nobody talk about nobody more than they talk about this person. They talk about this person because this person does have anger issues. They talk about this person because this person is a fucking sap. They come off hard. So if this is a guy to their little friend group, they come off hard. Oh yeah, no. But people see right through him. Yeah, he love her. Soon as he leave, he in love with her ass. He be trying to come over here and talk shit about his baby mama. We all know he love her. That's why he won't quit going over there with her ass. Kids is at school. He tell me he on his way over there. Right? I'm telling you, they talk the most shit about this person. They talk more about this. They hype this person up in their face. Yeah, fuck the collective. Fuck them. Yeah, fuck them. Soon as they leave, they talking shit about them behind their back. Every time. The friend, the family member. So-and-so just jealous of the collective. Yep. You see so-and-so acting just like the collective, saying everything collective doing everything collective doing, but over here talking shit about the bitch. She must want to be the bitch, right? This, if it's a female, this also, I feel like maybe someone, if this is a friend or a family member, look, they envy you. Ooh, they're jealous. This is somebody who want to peel your skin off and zip it up around them. You know, this is somebody who wishes that they were you. They hate you because they ain't you, all right? But I also feel like with love on the brain, this is a sap. You may get options. You may have a lot of options. It may be very easy for you to get a man or a woman or, meet somebody new. You may rotate motherfuckers in and out as long as you feel like it. But when I want to keep one, I'm going to keep that one for as long as I want, right? That could just be the way you move. That could be your energy. This person is jealous of that. They're angry about not only your success and the fact that you've released them and whoever else they're gossiping with. So they're jealous and upset because you have the ability to actually detach. You have the ability to actually move on. You're actually not codependent on these people in real life. We can pretend, oh, I'm doing me and I'm by myself and but no, you're whining and crying and trying to get into the boys club that you're never going to get into, but you're going to continue to try, because not only are you codependent, but you're also male-centered like your mom, right? So it could be some shit like that where they try to put on this tough exterior. The love interest, may try to put on this tough exterior. We talked about it, but the friends all know that this person is in love with you. And one of the friends may be a female, a woman, a girl, a lady. And that person, the girl friend or the girl of the group, it may be 2 or 3 guys, and one of the girls might be one of the guys' sister or something. That person likes this masculine. They want this masculine. They want to be with this person. They at least want to have a sexual connection with this person. They may even have a sexual connection with this person, but that is it. They go over there, they get the cakes, they get the cheeks, they get out of there. Ain't no conversation, ain't no sticking around. Now, they may all talk together when they're all together with the brother or the friend group, right? But even then, this person may kind of be a footnote, an afterthought. Let me respond to you because you done said something to me 19 times. And yeah, that was funny. You're all right. You stupid might, like right back into the boys club. So this person hates your guts because they're like, he keep running over there. He keep, she keep doing shit to him. He keep coming over here telling us about it. He fucking on me, but he keep running back over there. It's obvious that this person is in love with you, and the friend, whether it's a girl or a guy, whoever, we don't know these days, they're jealous. But the friend, the sister or the cousin or the friend of yours is also jealous that you just have a very easy time with the opposite sex, because this is someone who they don't get the man that they want, and when they do get a man, they can't keep them. But it's this person's energy. They're low vibrational. They're desperate. This person may not know how desperate they seem and look and come off to the rest of the world. You maybe never said anything to this person because what the fuck for? I mean, do what you do and move how you move. Yes, you're scaring off every man that's ever come into your orbit, but that's okay. You'll figure it out eventually, or you won't. Not my business, not my problem, right? But yeah, desperateness and thirstiness and begging and, jumping through hoops and trying to prove yourself to a man and trying to make sure they know that this is my value and this is my worth. That's always going to get your ass sat to the side. They don't have to do anything else to you or for you. You're doing it all to and for yourself and for them. So why they don't got to pour nothing into you? You're pouring everything. You're all into them. I don't have to give you shit. You value me more than you value yourself and more than I value you. So I don't have to pour anything into this. You're going to chase me down. You're going to call me every time. You're going to text me every time. You're going to invite me over every time. You're going to cook. You're going to clean. You're going to come to my house and do some cooking and cleaning. You're going to comb my daughter's hair. You're doing all of it. They ain't got to pour in. That could be the energy that your sister, cousin, or friend sits in. And so they may always get I don't got to pour into this bitch treatment because this is a desperate, thirsty woman who's going to break her fucking neck to make sure that she gets my approval and my validation. Which is always going to be a fail, okay? Every single time. Stay with me, all right? I'm going to put you on. Yeah. So with the hangman, things are stuck. Things are stagnant. Not stuck. Things are stagnant. Things are not moving. It's not getting any better. It's not getting any worse. It's right where you want it. And I feel like it's working for you. The energy, even with the 3 of Cups, there's been a reunion, right? You've seen this person. You've started talking to this person. You guys have re-exchanged numbers, whatever, right? But there's still something in the air still feels stagnant. It still feels like something isn't moving, forward. There's no growth in the connection. There's no growth in the relationship, which we've already discussed very thoroughly throughout the reading, but still no growth, no forward movement, no advancement, right? But I think that it's okay where it is for you guys, for the collective. It's just not okay where it is for the snake, because they want to be able, if you're not ooey gooey, mushy gushy, nummy nums, then you're not going to give them $5,000 when they ask for it. You're not going to help them get into a place when they need you. You're not going to give them your second car because you're not using it. You know, that's the type of shit they want. They want you to be like, oh, you need 10K? I got you. Let me get in my savings. But you could know they could need $10. You have $15,000 in your savings and be like, oh man, damn. You say you ain't gonna be able to get to work. God damn, what you gonna do? Because you ain't getting $10 from the overeating. Oh damn, not over. Yeah, you ain't get, right. So where y'all are is fine for you. It's not fine for them. They can't use you. They can't get nothing from you. They can't get nothing out of you. Look at God, the Queen of Swords. Okay, who is the Queen of Swords? She don't fuck around. Who she is? Ain't no love here. Ain't no love lost. We not moving with feelings and emotions when we in the sword energy. We're moving off logic and strategy. What did we say? We forgive, but we not dumb, motherfucker. We don't forget. And we not gonna forget. And we don't want to forget. I'm gonna remember what you said and what you did for the rest of my days. Do I think about it daily? No. Do I think about it at all? No. But when you do certain shit, this is what we mean by not forgetting. We don't remind ourselves all day, every day. That's how you start to formulate resentment, bitterness, and hate. You don't want that. It's nasty, it's ugly, it's stinking there. Get out. Get out of that house, out of that energy. You don't want to think about it all day, every day, but you do want to remember. You don't want to push it so far back into your mind that when they do something that's very similar to what they did in the past and they're in the very beginning stages, you miss the fucking red flags all over again. No, we don't want that, right? So we forgiven, but we don't forget. We're now on the sword. You're not getting a cup from over here, okay? And on my other deck, this deck over here, I don't know the name of it, I forgot. But in this deck, it even has a little picture of like a cup in a little cell, right? It's got bars. The cup is like behind the bars, kind of locked away. She's sitting on a stone and it's got the cup. No love, right? No feelings, no emotions, logic, strategy, cerebral, right? Thinking a lot, processing, taking a moment, taking a beat before you make decisions, right? Do you want to go such and such with me? I'll let you know, right? In the past, you might have been like, hell yeah, it's on. Yeah, woo, we finna party. We finna show our ass tonight, you know. But every time it's, you know, this person's leaving you at the club or trying to go click up with another group of women or, you know, just weirdo shit. You know, oh, let me try to talking shit about you in the bathroom with strangers. Are you a sociopath? These people don't even know you. And from what I've gathered personally, people don't like or trust people who talk down on their friends or their family members, their partners. I don't know no woman that's like, ooh, and he talks shit about his woman, his ex all the time. Love him. That's a red. Everybody be like, you a fucking snake and a weirdo. When we break up, what the fuck you gonna do? Start dragging my name through the mud next? Friends, you can't be my friend, bitch. I don't even know you, and this is supposedly your best friend, and you over here talking about the bitch like a goddamn what? Your sister? Whoa! We just met 38 minutes ago, and you telling me all this woman's business? You ain't finna be my friend. Those are the people I know. I ain't never met nobody who was like, woo, she's trustworthy. She just told all these strangers business to me, and she's a stranger to me, and we don't know each other. And this is who I want to be my best friend because she can't hold water in a cup. I've never heard that. I've never seen it either, right? But whoever this is the type of person that they are, and they think that they're gaining the trust of the person that they're talking down to, not about. I'm gonna talk down on them to you so you'll like and love me and trust me. But it's backfired every single time, and this person don't even know why they can't keep no friends, or why nobody likes them, or why people are always trying to whoop their ass, or why they're always, because this person gets talked about behind their back more than anyone on the planet. And they are like really sad about it. Like, they were talking shit about me. on the phone. And maybe because it affects this person like that, they think that it affects everybody in the world like that. But no, not you. You're a completely different entity. You move completely different. You think completely different. You are completely different. You'll never be like this person. You never want to be. You don't envy them. They envy you because they want to be like you, right? So this person is always whining and crying about being talked about behind their back, but it's karma because they're always talking about somebody behind their fucking back, but be the main one. They were saying that I was a bad mom. But wasn't you trying to push that same narrative about the collective? So you can do it, but can't nobody do it to you because you think you're better than everybody else. You think you above karma. You think you above getting talked about. And the funny thing, they're getting talked about because people just don't like them. People talk about you because of the lies they spread. You know what I'm saying? So it don't make no sense. But that's just what it is, right? Whoa. So you are getting ready to get some sort of communication, some sort of message that may end up starting an argument. I feel like don't let it. I feel like don't get triggered. You know, whatever the communication is that's coming, is coming from someone that you've already emotionally walked away from, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically. You've gained emotional intelligence in this situation, which allowed you to be able to put your feelings to the side and move accordingly. So whatever the message is, especially with the Page of Wands and the Eight of Wands, there is absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt, a message coming in, possibly even about a new beginning or the fact that you guys are already in something new together and you're not moving the way that they want you to. So they may try to come in towards you and speak on that, like, is everything all right? You've been acting different, something like that. But others of you, they're just trying to close the gap. So they may start calling you more or texting you more. They can feel this distance with the Eight of Wands. They know that you guys are at a distance. They know that you're not fucking with them like you used to. They know that you're in this energy of protecting yourself. There's confusion here. They don't really know what to do. They don't know. I don't think this is new. I think this person has been trying to get you to let your guards down. They've been trying to get you to go backwards and you know, be an old version of yourself. They've been trying to get you to talk to them more or care more or love them or like them. Whatever you used to be, whatever you were doing, however you were doing it, they want that back, right? You better quit playing with me. Not the Three of Cups clarifying the Three of Cups, okay? Y'all already had the reunion. What they want is the partying. They want you to get back into wanting to party with them. If it's a love interest, they want you to get back to loving on them. But with the Queen of Wands, things are stagnant. Things are not moving forward because you're happy, you're content. You're sitting in this energy of being extremely attractive. You're attracting things universally, right? Whatever you're manifesting is coming to fruition or it's about to come to fruition. I feel like it's slowly been growing and changing and shifting. And so it is actually coming to fruition. You may not see it yet, or you may not be recognizing that that's what's going on, but it is. Very charming, very charismatic, very magnetic type energy that you're sitting in, but also very confident with the Queen of Wands. You're feeling yourself. You don't need anyone. You don't need, you know, a man. You don't need a friend. You don't need, if I have those things, I have those things. It's cool. I have friends, right? But I don't need friends. If I lose all my friends tomorrow, I wouldn't die. I'd be all right. I'd just go find friends that match my new vibrations, right? So I feel like you're just sitting in a very, very confident energy, very much self-validating, right? You don't need anyone to validate you. You're validating yourself right now. You're feeling yourself. You're feeling like you fine as hell. You're feeling like you look good, you smell good, you taste good, okay? Even if ain't nobody tasting nothing over here, I still taste good, right? You know, so I just feel like, yeah, you're in a really good, really positive, upbeat energy. So we have the Three of Cups clarifying the Three of Cups and the Queen of Swords clarifying the Queen of Swords. They're wanting the party you because they see this Queen of Wands. They're like, damn, she look better than ever. Even if this is the friend or the family member, you look really, really good to them. Kind of goes back to me talking about how people compliment you possibly all the time. It could be fucking weird. This person could be the number one, right? You may get compliments from strangers regularly, maybe not every single day, but on a regular basis, right? At some point, some random woman's going to be like, yes, eating or whatever, right? Body tea, clock it, face card, whatever, right? In real life. But, or some random man, you're gorgeous, you're beautiful, oh, you're stunning, whatever, right? But I'm telling you, this person, this envious person, they're the number one. Every single time you see them, they're going to be like, damn, you're beautiful. Wow, you're gorgeous. Wow, wubsy, right? But something about it, it's like they feel like if they're around you, they're not going to get chose. But they also feel like that they're going to have more men or males or masculine energy around them than ever before. Because that's your energy, right? And they like, if it's 19 dudes over here, they can't all talk to the collective. So one of them got to come my way, type shit. Like... sad. So they want to party, they want to go out and hang out with you, but they also don't at the same time because it makes them angry, and they do get jealous and envious when so many people come up to approach you, or you're getting so many drinks that you're drunk before they even get their first drink. And they know I'm gonna be the designated driver because I'm always the designated driver because this bitch is always drunk before I even get my first drink, because somebody really said that about me, and it hurt my feelings because they were like, I hate her. That was the conversation. And I was like, oh my gosh, like my feelings were really hurt, and I felt like really offended and upset. And I was like, it's not my fault that I'm getting the drinks, first of all. And this is not even a I look better than you situation. You're a mean, evil, cold-hearted bitch when we go out. You think them guys or the masculine energies around or whatever can't feel that shit and sense it? Like, you're in your feelings, you got a stick stuck up your ass, you don't want to take any shots, you don't want to laugh with nobody, you don't want to hang out over here with they group, you don't want to do shit. So people are like, well, fuck the mean, pouty bitch over there, let's get the fun, happy, smiling one a drink. Get her another one. Right? Next thing you know, I done had 6 drinks and you ain't had one because you've been sitting in the corner with your arms crossed pouting the whole time. That ain't my fault. But anyway, yeah, it really happened. It really did. It hurt my feelings. Like, I hate her. Like, wow, hate? That is so extreme over some drinks and some dick? Damn, like, the fuck? I don't know. I can't relate. So... that is so funny. I was going to say with the Page of Wands, something about a new beginning. Closing the gap, right? Wanting to start fresh, wanting to start anew. With the Ace of Wands, if there's an ex involved, this person is going to try to start something with you sexually. Whoa, do you got that thing leaking and dripping and burping up? Right? Need a bib on that baby because you got it spitting up, okay? And I feel like not only are they like mad, it's just crazy energy because this person is so attracted to you, but they hate your fucking guts at the same time. But like they love the fuck out of you and they think you're so fucking hot and so sexy and they feel like, ooh, nummy nums, right? But they also feel like, man, if they could choke you to death while they were doing it to you, and that just be the last dick you ever get and the last face you ever see. Ooh. Would that do it for them, right? Type shit. So it's weird, but they're definitely going to come in and try to start something new. I feel like you have someone new in your stratosphere. I don't know if they're here already or not, but because for a lot of y'all, somebody is peeping and checking and they're like, damn, you fine. Damn, you fine. Damn, she look good. Wow. Oh my God. Somebody might even be looking for you. This could even be, for some of y'all, this could be a little pup. If you in your late 30s, early to mid 40s, maybe even your late 40s. This could be somebody in their mid to late 20s, okay, or early 30s, but they want to sling that thing over your way. They do. This could be somebody young and sexy and hot and fired up and you know, quick moving. And, you know, with that page of wands is a pup. You know, they gonna work you out like you ain't never been worked before, okay? But, you know, you're gonna like it. You're gonna enjoy it. It's gonna start something, because the aces are new beginnings, right? So if y'all start getting this young D, all right, hold on to your wallet. Don't be giving this man no money. Don't buy him nothing. All right, you hang on, you do it. You hang on tight, put your cowgirl hat on, do that thing, and you get out of there, okay? Don't do shit for this man. Don't buy this motherfucker nothing. Don't be talking about, oh, I can get those tires for your car, young man. No! This is dick and fun. This is not your person. This ain't your man. This is a new beginning in passion and sex and hot and sweaty stuff, okay? This is not the one for you. 7 of Cups. You got options. You're going to be confused. Slow down. But also speed up, okay? Get in there. You do have options. I do feel like you're going to get confused at some point, because I think a lot of people, I think you got a couple people that's going to try to resurface. You got some new people, and then you have this crazy ass stalker. One of the people that you've left out in the cold, or that possibly tried to leave you out in the cold, and you were like, no, fuck this. Bye. Don't you ever call me again, motherfucker. No, don't you call me again. You know, could have got stupid like that. You could have got over it and moved on and just kind of been like, you know, it is what it is. I liked that person, but they was trying to play in my face, and they almost got cut and spit on because they don't know who they fuck. You know, you could have just been like, yeah, it's fine. You moved on. And the confusion may be either they've come back multiple times and then you finally had to be like, look, okay, you about to end up leaking in this motherfucker. It's about to be a stain in this bitch, you know, like, and then y'all really cut it off and you were like, man, that sucks. That could have been when you were like, I liked them. I kind of could have seen myself falling in love, but hell no. Okay, I'm out of space, so let me wrap it up. I was wrapping it up anyway, but yeah, so where was I? Okay, so basically, yeah, they could have kept coming back and stuff like that, and breadcrumbing, you know, just had you feeling like, what the fuck is going on? Because they could have came back and tried to breadcrumb you and keep you attached to them and to the situation without pouring into it completely and doing all the things that they were doing at first in the beginning for the longest, whatever, right? And so you finally put your foot down, you made it clear, you made it known, it's done, it's over, it's no more me and you. They act as if they're accepting it or whatever. But with the Queen of Cups, you were very nurturing, loving, very good to this person, very sweet to this person. You know how it goes. Nobody appreciates what they have until it's gone. And you're gone. And there's somebody, one of these options, that is coming back around with this Queen of Cups. This person might have fallen in love with you or something like that, or they're holding on to the love that you were showing them or giving to them when you guys were dealing with each other at that time, right? And so yeah, you know, there's going to be options, there's going to be some confusion, there's going to be some competition with the 5 of Wands. I do feel like there could be an argument or a disagreement coming from somebody. You could end up getting into some sort of disagreement if you start this connection with this younger person where it's very hot and heavy and very sexual. You could end up getting into an argument or a disagreement with that person. They may see you as more, they may want more, they may like you, they may vibe with you, and you just might not be taking them serious or taking them kind of as a joke or just for fun like we was talking about earlier. So, yeah, there's going to be competition. There's going to be some confusion. There's going to be options. There's going to be arguments with a couple of folks. You may argue with the young lover. You may argue with the person that's coming back to you because they still have feelings for you, or they still want the love that you were getting. Whatever it is that they want, they're coming back for it. They tried to leave you out in the cold. You went on about your business. They didn't expect that. They didn't want that. They don't like it here. And so they're coming back. So here you are, sitting in all your glory as the Empress, very high vibrational, all up on your shit, worried about building an empire and nothing else, because all the rest of that shit is frivolous and fugazi. And yeah, I feel like shit is working out for you. I do feel like you're about to be pulled in a lot of different directions from a lot of different people. Whatever this 5 of Wands, right? Whatever this competition is, you have someone that's competing with you, maybe possibly multiple people whoever this envious person is that's attached to the masculine with the anger management issues, that feminine energy is very feeling competitive. They're feeling like, you know, they have to win or they have to get you away from this person, even though you're not attached to or connected to or even in a relationship with this person. There's somebody in their energy that feels like you're in the way because they can sense and feel, smell, taste that this person is still in love with you. Even though this person tries to talk down on you and talk shit, they talk about you way too much for the other feminine energy to not know what's up, right? Even if they play into it, even if they talk about you with this person, they laugh at their jokes, they know that this person is in love with you and they feel some type of way because they want the person to be in love with them. Then you have a friend or a family member that's competing with you, also and sitting in an envious energy. And then you got these lovers that are coming back around. So that's going to be our reading. Be sure to give it a thumbs up, like it if you like it, subscribe if you like my vibe. My name is OmniBadu, but I ain't full of shit. Let me see. Oh, thank you. Okay, my name is OmniBadu, but I ain't full of shit. Thank you for your likes, your subscriptions, donations, all of your positive comments. And until next time, bye.